All right, guys, I just had to set this all up on the fly real quick. No big deal. It was unexpected, not the end of the world. I'm glad to do it for you guys, but I do need to step out and have a quick smoke, and then I will be back, and I'm going to grab additional commentary, somebody to help with commentary, and just give me about 10 minutes. I'll be back, and we'll be rolling. Please like and share, help build everything up, and I'll be back with you shortly. Thank you. Alright guys, I'm back, and slim pickings for commentary help out there, so I think you guys are going to be stuck with me. Just give me I'm just doing a couple things, I'll be right with you guys. Alrighty, so we have Dan Uccello, who just was nice enough to commentate with me, versus Phil Inacio, and they're very familiar with each other. They are both regulars here. Dan I see play on this table more than Phil, but he's no stranger to it. So Phil plays at a fast tempo. Dan is about average. They both play very well. So I don't expect this match to take too long. I think it's going to move at a pretty good pace. And it is only a race of 9. So they are playing the Racks Barbox rules of 9-ball, which is, oh boy, which is call the 9 and win or break, rack your own, 3 fouls, jumping allowed. Pretty standard, except for call the 9. Any predictions, chat? I know it's 3-1, so Dan's got a little edge here, but Phil is in line here, and definitely is a favorite to run out. Oh yeah, I forgot here. I just seen this when I took a break. Matt Bissell, thank you very much for your donation, and Craig Eagleson as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys more than you know, believe me. Thank you very much. Joe Uccello has liked the stream. Thank you very much. Let's get that green guy jumping. I got to come up with a name for him. He's like a pool player that jumps every time he shoots a ball. You know, he's got like the yips. Call him Mr. Yip. Joe Kearns, what's up, buddy? He's predicting 9-5 Dan. And yeah, Phil hung that 6, and if Dan gets out here, which he should, he will take a 4-1 lead. Which it is a race to 9, but, you know, that's the beginning of the danger zone if you're Phil. Mushroom, I kind of like that too. I want to look at changing that to like a different type of emoji, I think I would call that. Or animation. He's not bad, but I think I could find something better. Joe Kearns is like the stream. Thank you, buddy. Oh, Dan hit that very well. Fell a little bit on the high side, but like we said in the previous match, you always rather fall on the high side than the low side. Kenny Hoke, who also was helping do some commentary earlier, which thank you, Kenny. I appreciate you. He's predicting 9-7. He didn't clarify who, but I think he meant Dan following up with Joe, and he also does have a 4-1 lead, so that's would make a lot more sense. Joe Uccello. Joe Uccello says 9-2 Dan, but he's biased. And in case you don't know Joe, let's look at the last name. Jordan Palacio asking who won between Kenny and Mike. Kenny took it down. He got the cash. Mike was making a good comeback, and he hung a tough nine, you know, not a gimme. And Kenny just rolled it in for the win. Nate Johnson, I just saw your donation. Thank you very much, brother. I really appreciate you. I haven't seen you lately. Where you been? Normally I see you. I haven't ran into you. So Dan tried to play safe behind that 8-ball, and it leaked out, but I don't know if Phil can cut this in. Phil is a great shot maker. He's capable of, I believe, slicing this, but he's a smart player as well, so he might choose the bank because it carries position. If he hadn't hit the 3, it would have carried great position for the 2 in the our bottom right corner pocket. Nate. He probably got a great pool table down there or something. Yeah. Pete Brown, the owner of Racks here, has liked the stream. Thank you very much, Pete. So Phil hitting the ball pretty good here. Looks like he can pocket the 6 in the bottom right and come one rail in between the 9-7. Oh, he went around the 9 just to make sure he didn't bump into it. Nothing wrong with that. And it also provides him a nice angle to go from the 7 to the 8. You don't want to be on the rail. Alright, that just made this about 75% harder. But he's very capable, and he's still okay. Just gotta put a good stroke on this one. Hit that very well. He needs his cue ball to slow down, which it did. And yeah, very nice look at the 9 here. He's gonna have to stretch a little bit. He'd really like to avoid using the bridge if he can, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to. So that makes this about 25% harder. There is a potential scratch in the side pocket if you get very unlucky. If he uses outside English, there's a 2-rail scratch. And he just decided to slow spin it a little bit, and he did it very well. And that brings us to 4-2. And these guys are flying. I like this is a very enjoyable pace to watch and commentate. I don't know if I'd call it a tough 9 for guys at that speed. Get him the sleeve, yeah. I like that sleeve thing. It's. I mean, I have a custom extension, but sometimes I'm lazy and I don't want to get it out for playing for nothing or $5 or something. I'll just use the sleeve. Thing's pretty good. So makes a ball. 3-5-9 is tied up. Not ideal. That's for sure. Oh, I might have overcut that one. Yeah, I sure did. So, not the end of the world, though, because the 3-5 is not great. Yeah, that 3-5. So, you might be able to get the cue ball, like... Oh, that doesn't work. If you could get the cue ball... Yeah, once again, this guy, dang it. It looks like he was either maybe trying to go into him or get the cue ball like here, because that would have made it where you could have played off the 3 into the 5 and carry him that 5 ball in. From here, it's tricky. So he opts to play safe, and pretty good one. I expect Phil to soft kick here and just leave the cue ball and the 3 and the 6 all wedged up. 3-6 might be wired to the corner. So, let's see here. He can see an edge. I don't think he can make it. Wow. Wow, that was pretty snazzy. That was well done. Dan's shaking his head. Now, had the cue ball been a little higher, he might have had a one rail kick for the 3-9 in the back right corner, but this is a... I think he's going to jack up, yeah. Try to go a bunch of left hand inside English, get to the rail and back to the 3, but then you still leave a risk of the 3-9 being dead. But I mean, you know, you got to do something. What can you do? And he cut that 5 ball down table just a hair, just to block the 3-9 combo. You know, just intentionally foul, shoot the 5, and put the 5 like, oh man, this is driving me nuts. My drawing thing is driving me nuts, chat. It works, doesn't work, it works, it doesn't work. Let's see, can I replay this and see what he did? Oh, okay, so that's what he went with. And he fouled, and the 3-9 is probably going to be dead. Yeah, sure is. So the 5 ball was like right here, and I would like to have seen him just thin it down to here because it blocked the 3-9 combo from going into the corner. I think that was a good shot. Hindsight's 2020. We got Josh Mickelson, Mikowski, saying, "Let's go, Phil," rooting on his buddy. So, guys, if you can hear a little background chat, there's a big group of loud people right outside the door, so I apologize for that, but there's just nothing I can do. Some songs get picked up, some don't. It's kind of finicky. I do have a noise gate filter on the audio that is supposed to suppress lower background noises, but if they get too loud, they don't suppress. They don't eliminate it, so I can try to tinker with it in the future, but it's a fine line, because if you make it too aggressive and you get a soft speaker talking, you won't even hear them. It'll like mute them. So this is interesting. Let me see a replay of that real quick. So he went into it trying to develop it, and he didn't come out with a look, but he might be able to jack up and draw into the 9. Now, it's not easy, but it's very doable. Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth a shot. The problem is, if you were to jack up and double hit and go through the three ball, your opponent has ball in hand with a hanging nine, assuming the cue ball doesn't whip back and make the nine. Is he banking the three into it, or is he cutting the three in the bottom right and going up and down with the cue ball? Okay, I think he was going all bank on the three into the nine, and he sold out. And Phil could probably play the three and the nine in the same shot. Now, there is a pretty big risk of making the nine and following it in with the cue ball. But the 3 to the 4 is not great. So I don't know. It might be worth it to. Yeah, he called it. So you gotta be real delicate here. You'd love to go rail first. He just missed it, and he you know what? That was great. That was great because that was a three-way shot. He made the ball, almost got the nine, and carried position. So that was a great shot. He could stick him on the 8, or he could go for the out. He went for the out and almost stuck himself on the 8, but he's okay, and he's going to pocket this combo and knot this up 4-4. Yep, just like that. So he had a little pickle there. He got out of it. Very, very nice. All right, chat. Now let's see some predictions because it's 4-4. We're right about the halfway point. You've seen some mainly good from both players, and you know, see what you got. And even if you already made a prediction, you can change it now. You can have a live prediction, which is very similar to a live bet when you bet sports. Nothing wrong with that. So Phil with a great break. Great opening look at the 1. The 2 ball is not too far away. He can choose. Okay. Not ideal. But fortunately enough for him, if he cuts the 2 on the side, the cue ball's going down table. Now you got to be careful it doesn't scratch in that bottom right corner, because that does look like its natural tangent line. And the 6 ball is not going to stop it. The 6 ball is not blocking the path. He might choose to try to draw into the 6. Oh, he went. Wow. I don't know if I agree with that, but had he had made it and hit it softer, he would have been perfect. So not a terrible shot, but I think playing the 2 on the side and coming down table naturally was a little bit easier. So Dan, he's might be bridging over the 6 here, which always makes light. Yeah, he sure is. So this is tough because if you go high left, the cue ball won't bite enough. He'd love to draw into the 9, off the rail and into the 9. Okay, but he drew into the 4. He didn't get enough draw. But you know what? This looks like a stop shot with a good shot at the 6. So came out pretty good there. Looks like he made a minor adjustment when he was down, which he did get back up, but not fully. And he missed the ball. So when he was down, he shifted his body a lot. He stood up like halfway and adjusted a lot. I really would like to have seen him stand up, grab the chalk, replant, get down, and because that was no easy shot. I mean, it looked straight in or whatever, but it's a long straight in shot into a tough pocket. It was not a hanger. And Phil's looking to make him pay, and this ain't bad. make it in the side, and he could go to the top rail and back down if he needs to. Oh boy. So he did something similar to Dan where it looked like he was down and then it looked like he was down and thought about just rolling it in. And then he kind of popped up a hair and said, nah, I'm just going to go up and down. And he missed the ball. Now Dan's got to love this because he's got a nice angle to pocket this and come up for the 9 in the bottom left corner. And you don't have to get straight. I mean, you can get like a little to the left of center. No big deal. Now, not a bad leave. I'm sure he's disappointed that he missed the ball, but it's not a bad leave. Yeah, so I had to look away and do something behind the scenes here, so I wanted to replay that to see what I missed. Now, he missed the ball, but this is no hanger. It's a makeable cut in the bottom left corner, but if you miss it, you usually sell out and lose the game. So I wouldn't blame him if he played safe. He went in on it. But you know what? Unless he's... Actually, that gave... Yeah. I didn't think he was going to hit the 9. I thought he was going to go beyond it and maybe live to see another day, but Phil should take care of this. And it's so natural, the side pocket really doesn't come into play at all. Yeah. He overrolled it a bit, but for a player of Phil's caliber, this is money in the bank. Unless it skids or something weird happens. No problem. So Phil, first time with the first lead, takes the lead 5-4. So we got dry break. Phil with a 5-4 lead. Dan is probably going to play safe. Oh, he went in. Yeah, and actually, look at this. Double kiss and in. Ooh. He missed it 3 times. He contacted it 3 times. And surprised it didn't, not shocked, but it looked like it was going to double kiss and go in, but deep shelves. So Phil's got a decent look here. I mean, you know, he's got a good look at the 1, and the 2's right there behind him, and the 3's hanging. 3 to the 4 can be a little awkward. And then let's see if the 6 passes the 9. Tough to say. He should, if it doesn't, he could move. Yeah, move the 9 now. And it would have been nicer if the 9 wasn't blocking the corner for the 8 ball, but if it solved a problem, he's still happy with it. Because the 8 ball, where the 7 lays, you go forward and you shoot it in the bottom left and you go forward and you have the 8 in the side. So, but that was a toughie, and he missed it and sold out. So Dan has a great chance to run out and not this one up 5-5. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, found the corner. And Phil's balling hand on the 6. Ball's laid pretty good. As long as he gets good on the 7. Oh, I don't like this. Well, actually, I mean, you know, not terrible. It just roll. Yeah, I mean, not bad, I guess. I probably would have thinned it and just came up for the 7 in the same pocket, but only because I rather follow the cue ball down table rather than draw it down for the 8. Because you had to make sure you got real good on the 8 or the 9 gets goofy like it is now. The 9 should have always been shot straight in the bottom right corner. And this, I believe, is a domino effect from the opening ball in hand shot. Guys, please like and share the stream. I can't believe it. Only 10 people watching. I know it's late, but it's a Friday night. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock West Coast and 10 o'clock Central. I mean, there's got to be a ton of people that would love to watch this. And Phil hangs at 9 and concedes and knotted up 5-5. Ben Parker, thank you very much for sharing the stream. I really try to keep all that stuff to a minimum. You know, there's a lot of streams that, you know, they just overdo it. And I try to really keep it to a minimum. But to be dead honest with you, it's very important to grow the tour here. At my stage, at least, I'm still very small and growing, and I am going to be doing some work with Digital Pool and the Derby City Classic tournament coming up. Basically, the biggest real event outside of like the Mosconi Cup and stuff of the year. Most people would say. I'm excited about that. I do really appreciate there has been, I believe, what was the number, 4 or 5 purchases made of people using my code to save $20 off the pay-per-view, which is still a thing. If you use the code MakeAScore with no spaces and all caps, the pay-per-view does, you will save $20. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say it or not, but I haven't said, I can't say it, so I assume it's okay to say. For me to stream it to you guys, I have to pay $50 per day. It's a 9-day event. That's $450 I have to pay just to work and stream you guys matches. And I haven't even received $450 in donations since last February in 11 months of me doing this. So, you know, I have zero chance of even breaking even. It's just going to be a matter of how much I lose. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is for every 5, I think they said 5 pay-per-views that are sold or are bought with people using my code, they give me 1 free day of streaming for you guys. So it's basically a $50 value. I don't make money. I just save money on how much it would cost me to stream it for you guys. Ben Parker asking the dates. It's coming up very soon. It's January. I just made a couple posts that included the dates. I'm pulling it up right now. Just give me 1 sec. It's from January 19th to the 27th. So you're talking 19th to the 27th is this upcoming Friday to the following Saturday. I'm sorry, that's 8 days, which would cost me $400 to do. And remember, I'm doing work. I mean, I would prefer to just be like you guys and pay $50 with a discount code and sit back for 8 days and watch it. But I really am on a goal here to grow this tour, and I'll lose some money and bring you guys some streams as long as you enjoy it, as long as I'm getting proper viewers and stuff like that. Yeah, Nate, I will tag you in it, where literally you just click the picture of Jason Shaw and it brings you straight to the website, and it should automatically load my code for you at the checkout screen. But yeah, I just want to be clear, guys. I'm not trying to promote it, to make money. I don't make a cent. I'm literally just trying to save money. Because I explained how it works for me to just be able to restream you guys tables. So the more that are sold, the more I can stream. It's that simple. Nate, I did just tag you in that, so if you have any issues, just let me know. Yeah, I'll post it in the comments as well. But as long as you hit the link, and it'll show you on the screen at checkout, it'll show that the code is preloaded, and you'll see the price is reduced by $20. It's not reduced by $20 on the very first screen, but you go to the second screen, and then I believe you see it reduced. Parker asking the... I'm sorry for that, guys. I was bringing up the stream on my phone so that I can display the code for Nate there. So I believe I just saw Lucas looking for some action. So Lucas is looking for Phil plus a game from here if anybody's interested. And just so you know, to cut out any time being wasted, because there's not much time left, that does mean that if it ends at... What did you want? Phil plus 1? If it ends at Dan winning 9-8, that means Lucas would win. It's not a push unless you specify that before you make the bet. I don't want there to be... None of my business what you guys bet, but I don't want there to be any miscommunications if I can help it. So Joe is looking to do that with you, Lucas. So you both commented within a minute. Don't mess around. Don't wait for Dan to either run out or hang a ball. Take it or leave it. Yeah, he's stalling on you, Joe. He's gonna wait for the... Okay, good job, Lucas. You locked it in before Dan shot this tough shot. Very nice. You guys are locked in. Very good. Lucas, congrats on winning the tournament the other night, Tuesday. Lucas just recently played Federer Gorst at Yale. I was lucky enough to be there and do some commentary on Rob Pearson versus Christina Tkach, and that was a really fun event. Not the commentary, all of it. I'm not just talking about the commentary. All of it was really fun. I believe Lucas lost 20-14 or 21-14. I think it was 20-14. And Lucas, I got Federer for 100. He gave me you plus 8. But 8 with a push. But still, you covered the line, so thanks, buddy. It's all right, though. Federer's still up. A used car on me, so... But it's still, show up, make 100, pay for my gas and tab and everything. It was good, All right, so still in a tough spot here. I mean, let me see. Let me get my drawing out here. Is this ready to go? Yep, it is. Okay, so Phil, can you bank the 6 down table or even to the rail? My drawing is crazy. I gotta get this drawing better. He went in. That was too aggressive for my likings. But this is kind of funny because you would ideally like to play this ball in that corner, but you run into the 9 and then, you know, maybe you settle with your cue ball in this area. You could take the harder back cut to the corner and, you know, try to hold up and back. Ah, Lucas, you won like 8,000 so far, sir, and I'm still waiting on my dinner gapper. You won 2 of my tournaments. I think it was like 8,000 without the Calcutters. I know you guys got pieces all over. I know. I'm still waiting for my I'll take you out to dinner gapper there, buddy. And I don't want no rice ball. We're going to I don't know, somewhere juicy. Morton's or Ruth Chris or nah, you know what? We'll go to the casino. We'll have a good night at the casino. I don't even drink alcohol. My steak and sides will be less than $100. And then we'll go blow our brains out at blackjack or something. All right, Dan, looking to run out here and extend the lead 7-5. This is not a hanger. I would say he's the favorite to make it, but it's not a hanger. And if he's got to really hit this clean. If he rubs that rail in this area, you know, that 9 is gonna hang like we've seen all night. Now we got somebody coming over here, and this looks to be oh, okay, saying goodbyes on the way out, I believe. Maybe Phil bought her around or threw her a couple bucks to come ice the kicker real quick. So it looks like he can shoot this with just high ball and miss this and get out of this side pocket scratch. And if he can't, he could probably draw out of it, but high is easier. And he hit where we said don't hit, and he used great pocket speed and almost got away with it, but the deep shelf, man, the deep shelf. Now who we got? Oh, that I see, Tim. Oh yeah, so that makes sense. They were just coming over saying bye. In between the rack here, that's a great time to do it. Joe Kern says Jay Gilbert's, yeah, that's solid. But you can't win or lose a car at Jay Gilbert's, you know. Yeah, Jose, he got ice, and I kind of agree, but I don't know. You never know what could have he never had gotten up, maybe he just flat out misses it, and maybe he could have got up and then got back down and made it because of the slight interruption, you know. And yeah, I don't know. I agree with it though. It's probably more negative than a positive, and long-term wise at least. But regardless, we got a 6-6 ball game here. Joe's getting chopped up, yeah. Lucas has those choppy upsies going on here. David Burke Prime at Foxwoods. Yeah, I brought my girl there for her birthday one time. It was solid. I had no complaints. You know what I really used to like was Bar Americana outside of the Sky Lounge, top floor at Mohegan. That place was great. They replaced it with some, I don't know, Asian restaurant, some fancy Asian restaurant name, and I didn't like that. I'm not big into like Asian food, but that Bar Americana was awesome. Oh man, that place was great. I mean, just like everything else, they were expensive, but I always paid with comps and stuff anyways, and I don't drink alcohol. I brought my sister and a friend there. First, I bring them to the lounge, and I said, booze is free. Drink as much as you want, just tip. And they drink a little, and then I bring them out to dinner. Bar Americana, I had a bunch of comps or whatever. And they started ordering $17 chocolate martinis. And I'm like, I just told you guys, drink your face off in the lounge. They never listen. They never listen. Yeah, Lucas. Lucas, the move is that you should be happy about is I don't drink alcohol. I mean, you know, I get like a $60 steak or something, and if it's a la carte, I get like asparagus and potatoes. If you bring a drinker out, forget it, man. At $17 martinis, they could hit you for $250 quick without food. The number they get for alcohol at some of these places is insane. But back to the match here. Dan has the side or the corner, but he's jacked up over the 9, so it's not going to be easy. I like the side here, and it should bring you up table for the 8 in the other side. Hit it a little weak, but I think he's okay to back cut this, go 3 rails for the 9 in the bottom right corner. Looks like it lays pretty natural. He could use right and do one of these. It would probably fall more above the side, which is dangerous. If you can, I'd rather go like this. Yeah, it's that side. I just worry about that side. Yeah, I got him. But it was probably unavoidable. I'm sure he was very conscious about it. It was probably just he couldn't hit it thin enough to go 3 rails on the other side. Yeah, man. Fillets, that's what I like. Sometimes I get a strip if I'm a little hungrier, but I I like fillets too. So the chop up continues ever since Lucas made the bet. And Phil with a commanding 7-6 lead. So that means Dan's got to win 3 in a row for you, Joe. Joe Kearns, you're going to... Oh, that was Lucas that said that. I thought it was Joe Kearns saying he's going to Derby. I was like, really? You're going to Derby? Not that I think that would be insane. It just... No, Lucas. Yeah, Lucas, good luck at Derby, brother. Bring back some money. More than... Well, let me specify. Bring back more money than you left with. Yeah, Alex, we're trying to set up steakhouse, preferably casino. Lucas owes me big gapper. All right, so Dan, wow, he overcut that. I'll take another look at that because that was thin. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty thin cut, and he overcut it. And had he had made it, it looked like he would have had a pretty good look at the 3 on the side with the 4 right there. And Phil got really close to his work, but this will work just fine. Yeah, Alex, you know you're always invited, sir. Oh boy, oh boy. Do a replay here. I was looking at the chat, but it looks like it rubbed the rail on the right. Same place as Dan when he hung that ball. Yep, just going in a little. And you see, even with pocket speed, they're not falling. They are not falling. What did you forget, Lucas? All right, so Dan jacked up again, but this is that same shot or similar, where there was a... Yeah, he hit that way full on the left side instead of the right side. Oh, about that guy, yeah. I see you were playing to Kenny Hoke, but I don't even see him in the chat. Where do you see him talking? I don't know. Chat's been a little strange tonight. A lot of them aren't going on screen. which I really wish they all would, because just the way everything's set up, I could focus on one screen instead of two. Sometimes I look to the right screen for the chat, but I miss what's actually being played on the left. But oh boy, you need to hit it and get above it. No. Now this could potentially go off the 9. Yeah, yep, this goes off the 9, and your cue ball should even go up table for a good shot at the 7 in the bottom right. You could maybe use a little like low right. I mean, that appears to me how it looks like it lays, but now from this angle, well, nah, it still looks pretty good. I must say, it still looks pretty good. But down 7-6, you really don't want to gamble and do anything silly. He might raise or thin it and go up table. And, you know, that was a little risky there. He had to get a rail. So, he had to flirt with the corner. He meant to hit the 6 a little thinner. He didn't want it to come out this much, but Phil doesn't have a lockup return safe, that's for sure. He's going to have to... He went offensive. And he's... Wow. Oh, boy. Kenny Hoke says we got to play a big old 6 diamonds game and stream it on MakeaScoreTour. Yeah, I've talked about it, and the problem is, well, it's not really a problem, but oh boy, Dan did not hit that ball well at all. So the problem with 6 diamonds is I really want to be in the booth to commentate it, because if people who are commentating don't know all the rules, it just you barely, it's just, you won't, the viewers won't really enjoy the game as much as they should. What's the best restaurant between MGM and the CT casinos? MGM they have a steakhouse. I forget the name of it, and I was invited into a, wait, did I misread? What's the best restaurant? Oh, wait, okay. I don't know. I assume you're talking about at the casinos, not distance-wise in between. But then you did... The way I'm reading it, Kenny's reading it different. The way I'm reading it, there's a steak restaurant in MGM Springfield. I think I could probably name real quick. Chandler's, yeah, I think that is a Don Chaudier. They have pretty good food. I was invited to some like 12-person high roller private room, private menu thing there, all comped. And I had some steak and some lobster. It was pretty good. It was not bad. Yeah, that's what I figured, Alex. But I don't know. I don't like MGM Springfield. I'm a Mohegan guy at Mohegan right now. Now the Bar Americana's gone. I don't know. You got Jordan Steakhouse. You've got what's it called? Not Aztec. It's some with the waterfall in the downstairs outside of the Sky Lobby. Not Aztec. What the heck's that place called? I go there all the time. But whatever. It's got a bar out front with a big waterfall behind it, and you go through like the little cave thing. And they even do breakfast too. They open up early, and it's all like you walk up and you tell them what you want, and they make it right in front of you. And it's really nice. Everything there is expensive, but it's very, very nice. Now it's bugging me. I can't remember the name of that place. And then at Foxwoods, in my opinion, it's David Prime Burke or David Burke Prime, whatever the hell it's called. Russ Sarah, she thought it was the best dinner she ever had, but I think I'm a little pickier than she is. I'll tell you, a restaurant that a lot of people don't know about is got a weird name, Vittoria Toscana on Harford Road in Manchester. Tuscany. That is the name of. Thank you, Joe. Tuscany. That's the name of it at at Mohegan with the waterfall downstairs. You go down the elevators out of the Sky Lobby, and it's right there. It's right by all the shops and stuff. You can't miss it. In between the Earth and the Sky casinos. But anyways, Trattoria Toscana, Hartford Road. One of the chefs won Master Chef, and they were really good for like a place in Manchester. It was impressive. The old Cavies, what's it called now? Aura or something after Gino Oriema. Cafe Aura, that's what it is. That place pretty good. Me and Joe Kearns brought we went out there for Sarah's birthday, and I had no complaints. I thought it was pretty good. Besides, they brought out Joe's what did he get? Scallops. They brought them out with the main course. They didn't bring them out early. So the service could use a little bit of upgrade. But Phil's on the hill here, looking to close out, and oh boy, that was pretty surprising, I must say. I mean, he had an easy shot with a line going to the 4. Uh-oh. Yeah, I think he did it. He did. Man. Dan's not playing his game. He's just not playing his game. He doesn't make that mistake like that. Lucas, I hope you just jinxed yourself, but you're doing the double reverse. So if you're talking to me, I pretty much retired from the casinos. You wouldn't believe how much time I've spent at mainly Mohegan, but I could tell you all the ins and outs of Mohegan, Foxwoods, Twin Rivers, and Lincoln, Rhode Island, MGM Springfield. There's another one I'm forgetting. What the hell was the name of it? I don't know. I know all these places inside and out. I never got to soar at Mohegan, but Ascend Forever, Sky 2008 Sky Suites, Wild Cherry Suites that the public can't even pay for on the 26th floor. Same thing on the 33rd floor. MGM Springfield, I stayed in all the suites there. The only suite I never stayed in that I really wanted to was they have a pool table suite at Foxwoods, but I hate Foxwoods. I believe it's in the Grand Pequot Hotel, and I have a family member who's a super high roller there. He could get it in a heartbeat, and I don't even care. I don't even want to go. I hate Foxwoods. I have a grudge against them. On my 21st birthday, they screwed me for $50 on a blackjack hand, and I didn't make a big stink. I was just like, yeah, whatever. But I just never liked that place. And that was the first one I ever went to because of the poker room. But I just don't like it. I don't like the layout. I don't like their hotels. They've got the Fox Tower. They've got Grand Pequot. They've got Rainmaker. They've got another one. I can't remember the name. They got 4 of them. Oh, yeah. And they got that off-site one, 2 Trees Inn. I love blackjack. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know. When I tell you I stayed there for literally 60 days, I had a girl there where I'd get 3 days comped, she'd get 3 days comped, and I'd get 3 days comped. I mean, we never left for like 60. I would go back to Manchester just to do laundry and stuff and just get mail and, bullshit. But I really, I've had my fill of casinos. I've seen all the suites. I've seen all the cool stuff. Uh-oh, is this going to scratch or is he going to go, oh boy. Yikes, it looked like Phil was going to close it out, but Dan's got new life. I got some videos of these super suites on my Instagram. If you ever, I don't know if you're on Instagram or not, but I think I have about, 3 or 4 videos of suites, not the big Sky Tower suites that's the biggest suite the public can see on the website. I'm talking about private host, pulling strings type of stuff that there's things at Mohegan. I mean, I'm sure they're at all the casinos, but there's things that people have no clue about at Mohegan. There's a lounge on the 33rd floor. Most people don't even know that. You need a special key card just to make the elevator go to the 33rd floor. What's that one? MGM Springfield. If you ever stay in the hotel, I mean, technically you could still get up there without staying in it, but anytime I stayed in the hotel, on level 2, there's a free Starbucks. I don't even drink coffee, but I like hot chocolate. There's a Starbucks. My girl would like coffee, so I'd get her a coffee and I'd go get a hot chocolate. I know, these casinos, there's so much crazy stuff at them. I'm not talking about the stupid coffee machine, I'm talking about other stuff, but there's a couple pool players. There's one that's been at Mohegan since day one, and there's another one that's been there about, I don't know, 20 years, and they told me a lot of things, and I had my own executive host, and I had some friends, and yeah, there's some crazy stuff in those casinos that people have no clue about, believe me. Lucas, what do you mean for the cheddar? You already got the cheddar, didn't you? Didn't you get Phil +1? And the 1 was a win, not a push? I don't know, maybe you guys clarified a push. Oh, guys, here's a tip at the casino. I don't care if you smoke or not. Always request a smoking room, even if you don't smoke. If you get there, you say, yeah, I want a smoking room. They say, sorry, sir, we're out of smoking. It happens all the time, especially if you go late, check in late in the night. And you say, well, I'm a smoker. I'm not paying a $500 smoking fee if I smoke in a non-smoking room. I reserve the smoking. I would like to be upgraded to a smoking suite. And I think they only said no to me once, and it was because there was some like huge concert going on and they literally just didn't have any, but it works almost every time. And then if you are a non-smoker and you even have asthma or something and you don't want to be stuck in a smoking room, you say to them, yeah, smoking room, and they say, yep, we got one available. You say, actually, you know what? I just noticed, I meant to say non-smoking. Like, I've never done that because I smoke anyways, but I'm sure you can have a way out. If a smoking room would bother you, you could still just be like, you know what? Because they have way more non-smoking than they do smoking. So, there's a little tip for you. And the hotel receptionist can take up to a $200 tip, and I'll tell you, for $50, they might upgrade you to a $2,000 a night suite. They're not greedy, believe me. All right, guys. Sorry, I got a little off track here. But oh, that's 7. Okay, it bounced a little. So Dan can play the 6 on the side, go up and down for the 7 in the opposite side. He could also shoot the 6 in the top right corner and go 2 rails out of the bottom right corner, but there's no need to do that because you got to play with the 8-9. You just pocket this on the side, go up and down, and just don't stick yourself behind the 9. It's anything but that. Boy, he hit that pretty firm. He stuck himself behind the 8. Yikes. Yikes. That is not what he was hoping for there. Yeah, Alex, yeah. I miss it, man. I had a lot of fun times there. It was the people I started going there with when I turned 21. We had a lot of fun, and we got lucky at the beginning, and you wouldn't even believe me if I told you what us 3 combined were probably up in the first 6 months. I think the second time we went, we pulled about 20,000 between the 3 of us. And I was the lowest at like 5 or 6 playing blackjack. But I've had crazy nights. I flushed 12,000 one night in, I don't know, 45 minutes. And I've had nights where I made amazing money in short time as well, but you just can't beat the math. And Phil's looking to run out here and win 9-7. And take your time. You're stretching. Is he shooting lefty? Yeah, he sure is. And he made it. And he gets the cash. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys as well who sent donations. It's very appreciated. I don't have any other action matches scheduled. If you have interest, message me. I don't have a tournament scheduled. I've tried. I just can't get the dates I'm requesting, and there's just so much going on. I'm trying, believe me, but it's just there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and it's hard. I would like to have a tournament, you know, eight a year. So I don't know. I'm gonna try, guys. But even if I can't do tournaments, we'll do action matches, and we'll do all sorts of stuff. I'll do anything I can to keep growing. But I appreciate all you guys for watching, and I'll catch you next time.